Hello, it's Nikola from Eurovoxx, and we're speaking with Luke Black. Hi, how are you?
Hi, hello, nice to see you again in the same place.
Long time no see. I have to ask you, where's the Lobster?
The Lobster has finished his walk around the sun, with this whole Eurovision thing, and now he's off to sleep forever, and I'm off to new symbols, new music. So yeah, he's sleeping.
Is he like sleeping forever, as in rest in peace, or he's in hibernation?
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
Poor him, but he had fun last year, right?
I had so much fun the whole year, I wish to relive it again with like the knowledge that I have right now, and to enjoy it more and everything. But I had so much fun. It was beautiful.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Would you ever consider like coming back as an artist competing in Pesma's Eurovision?
I would say never, especially since the show is really cool. But I think like once I do something once, I feel like the challenge lies somewhere else. So, I set myself some goals that I want to achieve, and they're sometimes different. They're different than Eurovision, but I never say never, because it's an amazing festival. At least I can just come and perform.
Yeah, for sure, and Kusakta did it as well, so yeah. And this year you had a big concert in Belgrade, in a big hall, and how was that experience, the headliner show?
It was my first headline show after 5 years in Belgrade. It was like full house, and we had people from all over the world, and we had people from Serbia, obviously, and had so much fun. People were singing like every lyric from every song. It means so much to me because some of the songs are quite old. I wrote them when I was really young, and to have now, after Eurovision, someone sing them, it means the world to me. So one of my favorite concerts.
Yeah, great, especially in front of your audience.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of, I noticed that you sang a lot of unreleased songs at your concerts, as in, I think, Drinking Jack with My Daddy, right?
Drinking Jack with Daddy, yeah.
Yeah, and when can we expect new releases from you?
Well, I finished an album, so I'm going to premiere my new single on the second semifinal this week, and then the song is coming out on the 1st of March at midnight, and the album is coming out shortly after, and I'm gonna announce it really soon.
Oh, great. And what about songs I'm So Happy and God So Cool? Are they going to be on the album, or they're like separate singles?
They each create this story that fits the whole world of the album, so they will be on the album as well. But I kind of released them, and I kind of showcased what the album is about in the music video for I'm So Happy, and then God So Cool is one of my favorite tracks on the album. We just wanted to create to get people into the story, and the story they will see when they listen to the album, and I think everything's going to be clear then.
Yeah, and we're getting the song, right? Is there a music video as well?
I don't have money for music videos anymore, but I wish I can get them. I live in London, I do music in London, and you have to manage your money so much. It's quite expensive. I'm not into music videos at the moment. I'm more concentrated in the sound and live performance and the visuals behind it. But I definitely think some of the songs will have a music video. It's just that I haven't really planned it. I'm performing the single Chainsaws in Paradise now on Pesma, and we'll have visual that follows that on stage. So I think that will serve as some sorts of a music video.
Great. And nowadays it's not very important to have videos, it's more about streams and stuff, so yeah.
It costs a lot of money, and just people, it's not, even if you have millions of views, it's just not the good investment to have. These days it's like that.
Yeah. And And let's talk a little bit about Eurovision. How did that change, like, your artistry and your perception of music and your life overall?
Well, it changed my life. I would say meeting the fans has been like the biggest revelation, and I said like they inspired this whole album. Before that, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to say, but meeting them, hanging out with them, hearing their voices and their sound on the concert, their stories, hanging out on Discord, taking photos together, all of their outfits. Beautiful people, like they inspired the album, and this is like totally like about that.
And are there any collaborations?
Potentially Constructa will be on the album, but we will see, because like, as artists you tend to overcomplicate things. She will be, at least if not on the original release, she will be on a re-edition of the album, because we're gonna have more steps.
And will she be singing in Serbian or in English?
Yeah, Serbian. That's her way of expressing. So
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, great. And are your songs going to be all in English, or you're going to include a little bit of Serbian as well?
My songs are in English. There is no Serbian, even though like I dabbled with it on Samo SPAVA. I never really wrote anything that is in Serbian. My mind didn't go there, but maybe someday, yeah.
Yeah. What about contestants this year? Have you heard all of the songs? Have you met them?
I didn't meet everybody. There's a lot of people, and I'm socially anxious. But
Same.
there's a lot of talented people. I just heard Zoria. She's really amazing. I was blown away. I've seen some of her rehearsal videos and stuff, but tonight, like when it mattered, she delivered, and I think it was amazing. So for tonight, like I was like blown away by that. But the second semifinal has some of my friends, and I'm performing then, so it will be even more special.
Yeah, and if you could collaborate with someone from this year, except for Constructa, who would you choose and why?
I have no idea. It's a really difficult question. I want to be like honest and like think about it. Right now I can't say, because I'm thinking of the album, so I really don't know who would fit. But maybe on the next project I'll have a better answer. I don't really know.
Yeah, it takes time to process everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you were chosen to be a jury this year, who would you put through?
If I was a jury on Pesma.
Yeah, this semi-final.
Okay, well, Zoria, definitely. Zoria, who else? I'll say one, and then that's the 12 points.
Yeah, of course, I agree completely. And do you have any final message for your fans?
I love you so much, and thank you for existing, and thank you Eurovoxx for like doing this interview, and like I remember when we done it 1 year ago, and it's really lovely to do this, and thank you for introducing me to all the Eurovision fans, and I'm thankful for them for being with me still.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hello, it's Nikola from Eurovoxx, and we're speaking with Christina. Hi.
Hi, hello.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling absolutely amazing at the moment.
Did you expect this result? You qualified for the finals.
I cannot say that I expected it, but I did hope it would end up this way, right? When you're working on something, you gotta believe that it's gonna happen the way you hope it will happen. So there was a part of me that actually believed, but the belief was more like hope than the belief. So I guess my hopes and my beliefs and whatever came true. So I'm really happy about the outcome. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's amazing, of course. And what you had amazing staging. What was the inspiration for it?
Well, the inspiration was the song itself that obviously talks about the walls that we're building amongst ourselves to, keep us protected from pain, essentially, and life, and sometimes even closeness, because closeness and vulnerability can be a really vulnerable place. So the circle that I have as a motive in my visuals is actually representing the wall that I'm building around myself that keeps on opening and closing and opening and closing. And I hope that the audience got the message visually and the atmosphere of the song, and about this tension between being completely protected and completely raw and vulnerable with someone you love. So this was the inspiration, and also it couldn't have been done without my absolutely amazing team. And when it comes to visuals, it's Philip and Nevena. Nevena is the art director, the person that directed the whole thing and that worked on this idea with me. So we are both and Philip, it's three of us that did the staging and everything. It's a small team, a very small team, so we are very, very proud of what we accomplished in the finish line.
You did an amazing job, and I wanted to ask you, since you released your song earlier, it was longer than 3 minutes. Was it hard to, decide which part to cut out to make it, last for 3 minutes?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and how did you decide to do that?
With a heavy heart, but it was an obvious decision to remove the intro, right? Because it's an instrumental intro, and then you have the outro that is also an instrumental one. So cutting that was like an obvious choice. Although the last instrumental part of the song was kind of my favorite. It was like a verbal-less musical punchline of the song, and it was very hard to give that up. But at the end, we did what we have to do, to fit into the requirements. And I think the song still kept its message and its essence. So I hope we did not lose a lot.
Yeah, of course, you did an amazing job when it comes to that. And I also wanted to ask you, you competed at X Factor, right?
That was a long time ago.
Yes. Yeah, but it was also performance on TV. How is it different to this kind of performance on this kind of festival?
Well, it's 10 years of difference or more. I think maybe 12 even.
What was that year?
I don't remember. I think I was 20 or something around 20.
Well, you look 20 now, so...
Thank you.
Congratulations.
They asked me if I've done some plastic surgery. I was like, what? No, I did not. But anyway, yeah, it's very different, because back then I was just a kid with a dream who had no idea how to act on stage, and I also sang terribly because I did not know anything about the stage and the microphones and the monitors and how you're supposed to hear yourself, in order to, be able to perform well. So I was able to be flat all the time and miss all the notes and not qualify for the finals. And today I felt a lot more confident in my vocal abilities, because in the meantime, I became a professional singer, and I started working with some actually famous and great people, and gained experience that I needed to feel confident on stage today. However, I did feel nervous. It did not help me with that. I felt nervous, but the difference is that I consider myself a professional now, so I think I got this.
Yeah, of course. And any final message for new fans outside Serbia that are watching this interview?
Yeah, I have an album that is called Bedem, the same as the song, and it is a personal journey of mine through 9 songs. And all of them, I hope, have some sort of beauty and rawness and vulnerability that I kind of think the world needs sometimes. All the flashy things are wonderful, but sometimes it's important to stay in touch with your inner self. So if people liked Bedem, I believe they will like the album as well. And I hope to be able to write and create and stay in this wonderful creative phase of my life for a long time, and I hope everyone can enjoy it with me as well.
Thank you so much for this interview. Good luck in the finals.
Thank you.